Basketball fans, it's that time of year again. The 2025 NBA Draft Lottery has just wrapped up, and oh boy, do we have plenty to talk about. There were surprises, heartbreaks, and some major wins as teams' futures were decided by a few bouncing ping-pong balls. Today, we're recapping what went down, breaking down the biggest winners and losers from the lottery, spotlighting the best young prospects like Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey, and throwing out some fun mock draft scenarios. Oh, and don't go anywhere because we'll also be sharing some of the spiciest fan reactions from X, formerly Twitter. Are you ready? Let's go! Alright, so here's the deal. The stakes couldn't have been higher this year. Teams like the Utah Jazz, Washington Wizards, and Charlotte Hornets all sat at the top with a 14% chance at that coveted #1 pick. And folks, when the results came out, well, not everyone left happy, that's for sure. Here's a quick breakdown of the top 5 spots. Okay, coming in at number 1, the Washington Wizards, finally. Some good news for a franchise in desperate need of a reset. Get excited, DC fans, because your team gets the first shot at landing a generational talent like Cooper Flagg. Number 2, the San Antonio Spurs, and you're not going to believe this, but they jumped all the way up from the 7th spot. Spurs fans, brace yourselves because another superstar could soon be pairing up with Wemby. At number 3, the Utah Jazz. Not exactly the jackpot they were hoping for, but it's still a prime spot in this stacked draft. The Detroit Pistons landed the 4th pick after sliding up from 5, so hey, some good news for Detroit basketball. And in the 5th spot, the Charlotte Hornets. Ouch. Falling from a 14% chance at the top pick to all the way down to 5th, that's tough, especially when LaMelo Ball needs help ASAP. What do we think of this top 5? Who's feeling lucky? And who's not? Right now we're going to break it all down. Alright, first up, the big question. Who were the real winners? And who's feeling like they got punched in the gut after last night? Guys, the Wizards have to be the #1 winner from this lottery, no doubt about it. For years, this franchise has been stuck in NBA purgatory. Not good enough to compete, but not bad enough to bottom out. Until now. Landing Cooper Flagg, basically a cheat code waiting to happen, could completely change the trajectory of the team. Is it too early to talk playoffs in a couple of years? Maybe. But Wizards fans, enjoy this moment, you've earned it. And the Spurs. Well, what can you say about the Spurs? Some teams just have all the luck, don't they? They already pulled off the ultimate win last year with Victor Wembanyama, and now they're adding the #2 pick in a draft stacked with talent. Imagine Ace Bailey and Wemby running the floor together. It's not even fair. Honestly, right now, it feels like San Antonio is drafting for dynasty building. Alright, next winner, the Detroit Pistons. Think about it. Cade Cunningham looked great before his injury, Jaden Ivey has shown flashes, and now you're adding a top 4 pick into the mix? Detroit basketball just might be fun to watch again. Now on the flip side, we've got a few heartbreakers. First off, the Charlotte Hornets. Hornets fans, I feel for you. You had the same odds at the #1 pick as the Wizards, but instead you dropped all the way down to 5th. That hurts because this draft has 2 absolute stars at the top. LaMelo Ball can't do it all by himself, and missing out on guys like Flagg and Bailey feels like a gut punch. At 5, they might find a good player, but elite? Yeah, that's a tougher call. Then we've got the Jazz, falling from what could have been pick 1 or 2 to number 3. It's not the end of the world, but this team still has a lot of work to do in their rebuild. They've got their cornerstones in Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler, but missing out on Flagg or Bailey means they might need to get creative to find that next big-time player. Now this is where it gets exciting. The 2025 draft class isn't just hyped, it might be one of the best draft classes we've seen in a while. At the top, you've got 2 potential franchise changers in Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey. First, Cooper Flagg. This dude has everyone buzzing. He's 6'8", with crazy versatility, silky smooth scoring, and lockdown defense. Picture a player with the scoring instincts of Kevin Durant and the defensive hustle of Paul George. That's Flagg. If you're the Wizards, you don't overthink this. He's your guy. Done deal. Right behind him is Ace Bailey, a 6'10" athletic phenom. This guy can fly up the court, dominate in the paint, and guard just about anyone. He's everything you'd want in a modern NBA forward: size, mobility, and that highlight reel flair. Spurs fans, just imagine Bailey combining forces with Wembanyama. The rest of the league might already be shaking in their sneakers. But wait, there's more. Xavier Stokes, this 6'6" wing is shooting up draft boards thanks to his scoring efficiency and length on defense. Isaiah Jones, a bruising 7-footer with a knack for protecting the rim, might also be a top 5 pick. And keep an eye on Lorenzo Carter Jr., a 6'4" guard who can drain threes like there's no tomorrow. So now that we know the lottery results and the top prospects, it's time for some predictions. Mock draft time, pick 1, Washington Wizards. No surprises here, it's Cooper Flagg. He's got superstar written all over him, and he'll give the Wizards an identity for years to come. Pick 2, San Antonio Spurs, Ace Bailey. This pick just feels right. Pairing him with Wemby is a dream come true for the Spurs. Pick 3, Utah Jazz, Xavier Stokes. Utah has a good young core, and Stokes adds even more versatility to their lineup. Pick 4, Detroit Pistons, Lorenzo Carter Jr. Detroit needs shooting, and boy, this guy can deliver. Picture him setting up alongside Cade Cunningham in that backcourt. Pick 5, Charlotte Hornets, Isaiah Jones. They've got to address that hole in the middle, and Jones has the size and skill to make an impact right away. Agree? Disagree? This is where we want to hear from you, so hit up the comments with your top 5 predictions. And finally, NBA fans absolutely brought it on X last night. You guys, Twitter reactions after the draft lottery are basically an event in themselves. Here's one from a Wizards fan for life who tweeted, "Cooper Flag is coming to DC. Finally, we caught a break. Char Flag SZN. Wizards fans are on cloud 9 right now, and who can blame them?" Then there's our Spurs dynasty who said, "Wemby and Ace Bailey, just hand us the championship already." Honestly, I might not even argue with that. And of course, we've got our Hornet hopes. Hornets' pain is eternal. 14% chance only to drop to 5th. Tank forever. Hornets fans, we love you. Hang in there. So there you have it. Everything you need to know about the 2025 NBA Draft Lottery. The hype, the heartbreak, the big winners, and the future stars on the rise. What are your thoughts? Which team do you think made out the best? And who should feel worried about their future? Hit that like button, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest NBA updates. That draft is coming up fast, and we'll be here to break it all down as it happens. Until next time, basketball fans, stay awesome.